Mayor, I'd like to call the regular meeting of the Elmwood Park Mayor and Council for January 7th, 2010 to order. On roll call, Council members Catamagna. Here. Castiglia.
Here.
Chewinski.
Here.
Bonsino.
Here.
Work. Here. Conboy.
Here.
Mayor Mola.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Will all four people in the audience stand up with the council so we can have our prayer and flag salute? Oh God, our Father, we ask you to bless our meeting with we trust to your fatherly care and protection. Please remove all selfishness and prejudice from our hearts and plant them in a keen sense of justice for you and our neighbor. Guide us in our deliberations so our decisions will always please you and bring peace and happiness to our community. Amen. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Whereas Chapter 231 of the Public Law of the State of New Jersey requires the commencement of every meeting as stated by the presiding officer. Now therefore be advised the meeting requirements of this meeting have been met by posting an annual notice in the record of Hackensack and the Herald News of Woodland Park, and by posting such notice in the office of the Borough Clerk as well as a public place within the municipal building and notifying interested citizens. Said notice was posted on January 1, 2010. I will indicate the council meetings on cable. That's cable channel 77. Would be Wednesday at 2 p.m., Thursday at 1 p.m., Friday at 11 a.m. And if you want to watch it on our website, it's www.elmwoodparknj.us. I will try to remember to repeat that at the end of the meeting so you can watch it all. Thank you. Mr. Casmar?
Mayor, tonight under the approval of minutes, we have the regular meeting of December the 17th, 2010, the special work meeting of December the 29th, 2010, and the reorganization meeting of January 1st, 2010.
May I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Mr. Conboy and Mr. Castiglia, any discussion? Call the roll, please.
On roll call, council members Catamagna.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Chewinski.
Yes.
Bonsino.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Motion carries. Mayor, this evening under resolutions, we have Resolution 18-10. Whereas in accordance with Borough Ordinance, applications have been received for police towers for the Borough of Elmwood Park for the year 2010. And whereas the Police Department has completed a background investigation on all applications and has reported that all applications have been approved for appointment. And whereas all applications have paid the required $400 application fee. Now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the following names be and are hereby appointed as police towers for the Borough of Elmwood Park for the year 2010. Arrow Towing Incorporated of Elmwood Park, New Jersey. J.C. Towing of Elmwood Park, New Jersey. Riverview Towing of Elmwood Park, New Jersey. David's Towing of Garfield, New Jersey. Belfi's Towing of Garfield, New Jersey. Citywide Towing, Inc. of Hawthorne, New Jersey. And Nucci Service Towing of Lodi, New Jersey.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Bonsino, second.
Second.
Second, Mr. Castiglia. Any discussion? Mr. Casmark, if you jot down a note, we should look at these fees for next year, if they should be increased or whatever. And notice that we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different towers, so they are on a rotating basis, and everybody gets a chance at towing instead of having one person make all the money. So everybody gets a chance at it, and the police chief hopefully devises a technique, which I know he has, in which everybody gets a fair shake. Call the roll, please.
On roll call, council members Catamagna.
Yes.
Castiglia. Yes. Chewinski.
Yes.
Bonsino.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 19-10. Whereas the parties desire to contract for the furnishing of health services of a technical and professional nature by Mid-Bergen Regional Health Commission and to the Borough of Elmwood Park pursuant to NJSA 40:8A-1 et set and NJSA 26:3A2-1 et set. Now therefore, in consideration of the terms and conditions herein set forth, the parties agree as follows. 1, the Mid-Bergen Regional Health Commission shall provide duly licensed personnel to carry out the following public health activities: environmental health services, registered environmental health specialists up to 13 hours per week. All above activities shall meet recognized public health practice standards and performance for the local boards of health in the state of New Jersey. 2, the Mid-Regional Health Commission shall provide the services specified herein from January 1st, 2010 through December 31st, 2010 at a cost of $41.50 per hour. The procedure for payments will be monthly, and the Borough of Elmwood Park shall be solely responsible for personnel matters pertaining to its employees, and Mid-Bergen Regional Health Commission shall be solely responsible for its employees.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Conboy?
Second.
Mr. Vocino, discussion? Call the roll.
On roll call, council members Catamania?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chawinski?
Yes.
Bonsino?
Yes.
Work?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 20-10, whereas there exists a need for the Borough of Elmwood Park Health Department to provide state-mandated public health nurse services and health education services, and whereas the Hackensack Area Regional Program, also known as HARP, can provide state-mandated comprehensive public health nurse and educational services. And whereas Hackensack Area Regional Program has agreed to provide state-mandated public health nurse and educator services through a contract agreement with the Borough of Elmwood Park Department of Health for the calendar year 2010. And whereas the fee is to be specified in the 2010 contract to provide duly licensed personnel to provide state-mandated specified services in our annual agreement. And whereas it has been certified that this meets the statutes and regulations concerning the award of said contract. Now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park as follows. Mayor Richard A. Mola is hereby authorized and directed to execute an agreement with the Hackensack Area Regional Program to perform public health services for a professional nature for public health nurse services and health educator programs for a period of January 1st, 2010 through December 31st, 2011, as specified in our agreement. Now therefore be it resolved, copies of this resolution shall be provided to HARP, the Elmwood Park Board of Health, and the Chief Financial Officer. This contract is awarded without competitive bidding in accordance with NJSA 48:11-052.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Vocino, second.
A second.
Mr. Catamania, discussion? Call the roll, please.
On roll call, council members Catamania?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chawinski?
Yes.
Bonsino?
Yes.
Work?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 21-10, whereas the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey recognize the need to appoint municipal planning firms for special projects on an as-needed basis. And whereas pursuant to the provisions of NJSA 19:45A-20.5 et set, referred to as New Jersey's pay-to-play law, the Mayor and Council solicited proposals from November 13th, 2009, for this position, and whereas the Borough of Elmwood Park did receive proposals in response to that request, and whereas these proposals were opened on December 9th, 2009, and evaluated by the Mayor and Council to determine which firms met the required qualifications to perform these services. Now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, to hereby create a pool of qualified municipal planning firms for special projects for a time period from January 1st, 2010 through December 31st, 2010, who will be called upon to provide such services as the need should arise as follows. 1, Burgess Associates of Westwood, New Jersey. 2, Gregory Associates of Fort Lee, New Jersey. 3, Calker & Calker LLC of Wyckoff, New Jersey. And number 4, Phillips, Priest, Shapiro Associates Incorporated of Red Bank, New Jersey.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Conboy, second. Mr. Castiglia, discussion? Call the roll.
On roll call, council members Catamania?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chawinski?
Yes.
Bonsino?
Yes.
Work?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 22-10, whereas pursuant to NJSA 48:11-1 et set, the Borough of Elmwood Park solicited sealed bids from interested vendors for solid waste collection services, and whereas the Borough Clerk has caused the required notice to be advertised, and whereas on December 10th, 2009 at 11 a.m., 7 bids were received pursuant to the advertisement, and whereas the bids were received by the qualified purchasing agent and the Borough Attorney, and whereas NJSA 48:11-1 et set requires that public contracts be awarded to the lowest responsible bidder. And whereas the Borough Attorney has recommended the award to the lowest bidder of Cali Carding Incorporated, P.O. Box 440-450 Bergen Avenue, Kearney, New Jersey. And whereas the Chief Financial Officer of the Borough of Elmwood Park has certified that the Mayor and Council that the sufficient funds are available in order to execute an agreement with Cali Carding, Inc. Now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park as follows. 1, that Cali Carding, Inc. is determined to be the lowest responsible bidder. 2, the Mayor and the Borough Clerk are authorized to enter into a contract in a form approved by the Borough Attorney with Cali Carding for a term from January 15th, 2010 to December 31st, 2014. And number 3, that the contract shall provide for payment to the successful bidder in the maximum amount as listed below for an approximate 5-year contract for collection, transportation, and disposal from January 15th, 2010 to December 31st, 2014 at a cost of $117 per ton. Be it further resolved that Resolution 356-09, adopted by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park on December 17th, 2009, is hereby rescinded. And be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk shall immediately forward to the successful bidder and the Chief Financial Officer a copy of this resolution.
Motion, please.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Chouinski, Mr. Conboy, discussion? Call the roll, please.
Council members Catania.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Chouinski.
Yes.
Alonsino.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 23-10, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, that Keith Kasmark, RMC, be and is hereby designated as the Public Agency Compliance Officer for the year 2010 for the Borough of Elmwood Park.
Motion.
So moved.
Castiglia, second.
Second.
Mr. Chouinski, discussion? Call the roll, please.
Council members Catania.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Chouinski.
Yes.
Alonsino.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 24-10, whereas the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, recognize the need for a licensed water operator for the municipal water system, and whereas pursuant to the provisions of NJSA 19:45A-20.5 et set, referred to as New Jersey's pay-to-play law, the Mayor and Council solicited proposals on November 13, 2009 for this service. And whereas the Borough of Elmwood Park received one proposal to that request, and whereas the proposal was opened on December 9, 2009 and evaluated by the Mayor and Council to determine if the responses met the needs of the Borough of Elmwood Park. And now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park, the County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, do hereby secure the services of D2L Associates, 109 Pompton Avenue, Cedar Grove, New Jersey, at a monthly rate of $17.50, term ending December 31st, 2010.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Vecino, second.
Second.
Mr. Conboy, Mr. Work, I'm sorry. Call the roll, please.
On roll call, council members Catania.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Chouinski.
Yes.
Alonsino.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 25-10, whereas the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, recognize the need for a licensed sewer operator for the municipal water system, and whereas pursuant to the provisions of NJSA 19:45A-20.5 et set, referred to as New Jersey's pay-to-play law, the Mayor and Council solicited proposals on November 13th for this service. And whereas the Borough of Elmwood Park received one proposal to that request, and whereas the proposal was opened on December 9th, 2009 and evaluated by the Mayor and Council to determine if responses met the needs of the Borough of Elmwood Park. And now therefore be it resolved that the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, do hereby secure the services of D2L Associates, 109 Pompton Avenue, Cedar Grove, New Jersey, at a monthly rate of $1,200 on a monthly basis, term ending December 31st, 2010.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Castiglia, second.
Second.
Mr. Conboy, discussion?
Yeah, Mayor, can I say something? This D2L Associates got the two contracts here, the water and the sewer. Wasn't Scott working on his license for this?
He's still working, on it. He's got another course or two.
How much more long is he, another year?
Another
Or
year. Yeah, he just mentioned it to me
and
the other
nobody
day.
else bid?
No, they're the only ones.
This the people that come to the office, they check the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
If there's ever a water break or anything else, and you want the water examined to see if there's any contamination, they do all that.
Right. And the sewer, how do they check the sewer? That's how I can
I don't know what their methodology
That's
is.
a good way.
Okay.
Probably
They check the water, the sewer. I don't see anybody to look at my toilet.
Travis.
Mother.
Call the roll, please.
On roll call, council members Catania.
Yes.
Castiglia.
Yes.
Chouinski.
Yes.
Alonsino.
Yes.
Work.
Yes.
Conboy.
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 26-10, whereas the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, recognize the need for information technology services for the borough, and whereas pursuant to the provisions of NJSA 19:45A-20.5 et set, referred to as New Jersey's pay-to-play law, the Mayor and Council solicited proposals on November 13th, 2009 for this service. Whereas the Borough of Elmwood Park received two proposals in response to that request, and whereas the proposal was opened on December 9th, 2009, and evaluated by the Mayor and Council to determine if the response met the needs of the borough. And therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, do hereby secure the services of Gary Kunst of Crescent Data Products, 96 Lakeview Drive, Old Tappan, New Jersey, at an hourly rate of $85, term ending December 31st, 2010.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Boncino, second.
Second.
Mr. Conboy, discussion? Call the roll, please.
Council members Catania?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chewinski?
Yes.
Alcino?
Yes.
Work?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries. Resolution 27-10, whereas the mayor and council of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey recognize the need to appoint a videographer to videotape public council meetings, and whereas pursuant to the provisions of NJSA 19:45A 20.5 et set, referred to as New Jersey's pay-to-play law, the mayor and council solicited proposals on December 13, 2009 for this service. And whereas the Borough of Elmwood Park received one proposal in response to this request, and whereas the proposal was opened on December 9, 2009, and evaluated by the mayor and council to determine if the response met the needs of the borough. Now therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, do hereby secure the services of Karen Shepherd Studios of 38 Hamlin Court, Fair Lawn, New Jersey, to provide videographer services to the borough based on the proposed use of a two-camera video shoot for each public meeting not to exceed the fee schedule listed below.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Castiglia, second.
Second.
Mr. Boncino, discussion? You better think about this. You vote no, you're going to be looking like this, you know? So, call the roll, please.
Council members Catania?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chewinski?
Yes.
Alcino?
Yes.
Work?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries. To the Borough Council, I
You
hereby
can keep on videoing it.
To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint Angelo Castronova to the Board of Health for a period of 3 years, term ending December 31st, 2012. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 28-10, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the appointment of Angelo Castronova to the Board of Health for a period of 3 years, term ending December 31st, 2012, and be and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Conboy and Mr. Castiglia, any discussion?
Yes, Mayor, I have something to say. Well, Angelo is a great guy. I love the guy, he's a gentleman. But he's taking the place of what? Cindy Balistrieri, and also Doug.
Yes, I have another one for Doug.
So you replace these two people.
Yes.
Nothing against Angelo, but these two people, I understand they've been faithfully to each meeting, they get involved. I don't know why you make a change. Why you want to make this change? When you have people who really care.
Well-
I know Angelo is great, don't get me wrong. You know, Angelo is really a gentleman, but why you're replacing Cindy Balistrieri? I hope it's not because she's a Democrat.
No.
You know, Mayor, we should be careful of things like this. That lady, she's so dedicated to this, you have no idea. She worked very hard. I think it's a sin. I have to vote no, not because I'm against Angelo. I like the guy, just because the change you make.
Any other discussion? I would just like to make a comment, Mr. Caramagna. My question would be, 3 years ago, why did you vote to take Joanne Birkenbush off the board and Dave Seidel? They
Well, see,
served
back 3
faithfully,
years ago,
and they were taken off the
Joanne
board.
Birkenbush.
And I found out that they were going to be taken off the board when I went in the back room and the sheet was there. So I think we have, Angelo Castronova is the chaplain of the fire department. He was just selected fire prevention
Yes,
chief.
Through the year.
All the
in
qualities
Bergen
are there.
County.
Mayor, I don't,
And he, let me just finish.
yeah.
And he is interested in serving on the board, and since with the other two individuals that are coming off are also on the Board of Education, I think we should give some new people a chance. Call the roll, please.
Council members Catania?
Regretfully, no.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chewinski?
Yes.
Alcino?
Yes.
Work?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries. To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint Arlene Levine to the Board of Health for a period of 3 years, term ending December 31st, 2012. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 29-10, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the appointment of Arlene Levine to the Board of Health for a period of 3 years, term ending December 31st, 2012 be, and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Castiglia, Mr. Conboy, any discussion? Arlene Levine is a former member of the Ambulance Corps and has a lifetime, is it lifetime corps? Is that what they say? Lifetime member of the Ambulance Corps. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Council members Catania?
For the same reason, no.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chewinski?
Yes.
Alonsino?
Yes.
Work?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries. To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint G. Byron Morgan to the Board of Adjustment for a period of 4 years, term ending December 31st, 2013. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 30-10, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the appointment of G. Byron Morgan to the Board of Adjustment for a period of 4 years, term ending December 31st, 2013 be, and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Vecino, second, Mr. Chewinski. Discussion? Call the roll.
Yes, hold on.
Yes.
I got something to say. Mr. Morgan, he serves on the planning board, right?
Zoning Board.
No, he's also serving now?
No.
Is he on the planning board or not?
No.
No, he's not on anything.
Oh, I thought he was on the planning board.
He was on the zoning board, they took him off years ago.
Yeah, he was on the zoning only?
Years
I thought
ago.
it was,
No, no.
You took him off when...
I will put it back.
Well,
I
that's
thought
what
he
we're
was
trying-
serving to...
No, two boards.
All right, that's okay.
This will be
I have
one
nothing, I just
Yeah, no, I
questioned
wasn't
it.
on two boards.
Call the roll, please.
On roll call, council members Katamani?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chewinski?
Yes.
Alonsino?
Yes.
Work?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries. To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate, with your advice and consent, appoint Frank Baglieri to the Board of Adjustment for a period of 4 years, term ending December 31st, 2013. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 31-10, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the appointment of Frank Baglieri to the Board of Adjustment for a period of 4 years, term ending December 31st, 2013 be, and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So moved.
I second.
Mr. Chewinski and Mr. Catamagna.
Yes.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Council members Katamani?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chewinski?
Yes.
Alonsino?
Yes.
Work?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries. To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint James D. Padova to the Board of Adjustment, alternate number 1 position for a period of 2 years, term ending December 31st, 2011. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 32-10, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the appointment of James D. Padova to the Board of Adjustment, alternate number 1 position for the period of 2 years, term ending December 31st, 2011 be, and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So moved.
I second.
Mr. Chewinski, Mr. Catamagna. Discussion?
Yeah, Mayor, if I may, James D. Padova, if there's ever an opening for this fellow for, besides zones, he's very good,
For what?
for the zoning board here.
Yes.
I know he's an alternate right now, but on all the committees, you know, with the ordinances and
he's-
stuff we've been going through, he's pretty knowledgeable, and he's, I think he's one of the
He's
top-notch
excellent,
ones
and
there.
I think next year, when there's another opening, we'll move him right up.
I agree with that.
Call the roll.
Council members Katamani?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chewinski?
Yes.
Alonsino?
Yes.
Work?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries. To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint Jamie Silverman to the Library Board for a period of 5 years, term ending December 31st, 2014. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 33-10, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the appointment of Jamie Silverman to the Library Board for a period of 5 years, term ending December 31st, 2014 be, and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Castiglia, second by Mr. Chewinski. Discussion? Call the roll, please.
On roll call, council members Katamani?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chewinski?
Yes.
Alonsino?
Yes.
Work?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Congratulations, Jamie.
To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint Leo Cullen to the Board of Recreation for a period of 5 years, term ending December 31st, 2014. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 34-10, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park, the appointment of Leo Cullen to the Board of Recreation for a period of 5 years, term ending December 31st, 2014 be, and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Second?
Moved by Mr. Castiglia, second by Mr. Conboy. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Roll call, council members Katamani?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chewinski?
Yes.
Alonsino?
Yes.
Work?
Yes.
Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries. To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint John Adamo to the Rent Leveling Board for a period of 4 years, term ending December 31st, 2013. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 35-10, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that the appointment of John Adamo to the Rent Leveling Board for a period of 4 years, term ending December 31st, 2013 be, and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Castiglia, second.
Second.
Mr. Work, discussion? Call the roll,
It doesn't
please.
matter.
Council members Katamani?
Okay. Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chouinski?
Yes.
Alonsino?
Yes.
Work? Yes. Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries. To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint Stefan Bolden to the Rent Leveling Board for a period of 2 years to complete an unexpired term ending December 31st, 2011. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 36-10, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Menlo Park that the appointment of Stefan Bolden to the Rent Leveling Board for a period of 2 years to complete an unexpired term ending December 31st, 2011 be and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please. Motion?
So moved.
Mr. Castiglia, second. Mr. Work?
Second. Conboy.
Okay. Any discussion?
Mayor,
Mr. Bolden is the manager of the apartments.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be 2 on the rec board and 3 on the
We
rec.
have to get a resignation yet.
Oh.
Okay, Mr. Stefan is the manager of the apartments, and we have to have somebody there. Call the roll, please.
On roll call, council members Katamani?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chouinski?
Yes.
Monsino?
Yes.
Work? Yes. Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries. To the Borough Council, I hereby nominate and with your advice and consent appoint David Seidel to the Rent Leveling Board for a period of 2 years to complete an unexpired term ending December 31st, 2011. Respectfully submitted, Richard A. Mola, Mayor. Resolution 37-10, be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Menlo Park that the appointment of David Seidel to the Rent Leveling Board for a period of 2 years to complete an unexpired term ending December 31st, 2011 be and the same is hereby confirmed.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Work and Mr. Castiglia, discussion, call the roll.
Yes, Mayor, if I may. I'm very good personal friends with Dave Seidel, but on that note, Mayor, I'm not going to vote for Dave Seidel because I thought better suited for the position would have been somebody from the apartments like Mel Kaplan. I would have loved to see
We-
Mel on there, so I'm going to vote no on this,
Okay.
just to quantify that vote.
We have all the people we need from the apartments as representatives. He is there as a
Well, you have one
member,
from the board, but
member at large.
he's been there trying forever.
Okay. Call the roll, please.
Council members Katamani?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chouinski?
No.
Monsino?
Yes.
Work? Yes. Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries.
May I also make one more appointment to the planning board of Anthony Cherto as first alternate for the planning board?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Conboy, second.
Yes.
Mr. Chouinski, discussion, call the roll, please.
Is this for what, planning?
Planning, first
Full
alternate.
member.
On roll call, council members Katamani?
Yes.
Castiglia?
Yes.
Chouinski?
Yes.
Monsino?
Yes.
Work? Yes. Conboy?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Just to comment on Mr. Chouinski's statement about Mr. Kaplan, on the rent leveling board, you have to have so many people from the apartment, so many
Right.
people from the whatever, and this appointment is from somebody at large,
Okay.
not from the apartments. Committee reports?
Work.
Mr. Kazmark, if you will, I don't know if we need a motion, but can you put the appointment of Mr. Cherto, sneak it in there, so to speak, under my appointments, so that when we look at it next year or the following year, we don't have to search around and find out that it was under a committee report? You
Sure.
follow where I'm going? Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Committee reports, Mr. Caravagna?
Yes, Mayor. A lot of progress for this is, I don't know what our assignments are going to be.
Yeah, I have it on.
You have them ready? All right. You know, I just want to inform the people that, as a teacher, I'm taking kids to Italy one more time. And also, I will be teaching Italian once a week starting the 20th of this month. And the money we get goes for the kids to alleviate the cost of the trip or perhaps other stuff for the kids. So if anybody wants to join my class, the first night will be January 20th. Mayor, if you want to come, I give a discount for you.
Italian white.
You want me to come?
Yes, you can. Anybody's welcome to come. Okay? Every Wednesday night for 10
That's a class that
weeks.
you're teaching.
I'll be the teacher. Okay, Mayor, give you a chance. So I teach you the swearing words in Italian.
Thank you. Yeah, we can all do that, and I just hope Mr. Chouinski doesn't say, if you want a house built in Elmwood Park, please come see me, and we'll charge you less.
Of course I would.
Mr. Chouinski, thank you, Mr.
Okay,
Caravagna.
I'd like to say congratulations to 2 new freeholders who were installed last night. I didn't get to the swearing in. But now maybe we can get something done with our park mayor. We go down, at least we'll get a little respect.
I spoke to a few people. I was at that meeting last night. I spoke to a few people, including Executive McNerney, and I think we're on the right path, and we just instruct Mr. Giblin to proceed post haste, and we'll get it done.
And two more things, Mayor. I'll be working on the two ordinances this year to get started the new year off with the minor subdivision ordinance, which we tabled last year. I'll bring it back to our committee. And the other one that the fire department wanted, as soon as we could, on the light trusses that were a detriment
Yes.
to their health. On another note, too, I was down in Trenton today with Senator Panaccio and Senator Gordon on a different matter. And I just want the public to be aware, the day I picked to meet with them down there happens to be the day they're working on the same-sex marriage bill. And Channel 5 News was there, and if anybody should see me on Channel 5 News coming out of the State House, in no way I'm supporting either way this bill, so I don't know which, haven't made up my mind yet on that.
Come on, Mr. Ruiz,
I
get
know.
out of the closet.
But then I got some comments about my purple jacket today. It's a lovely purple jacket. And the fire department beefsteak is January 30th of this month.
Thank you. Mr. Castiglione?
All right, I got a lot here, so make yourself comfortable. We had a water main break, a major one. Everybody, I guess, saw it on the boulevard the other day. It was closed down last night. It seems that there was a 5-foot section of pipe under the ground that burst open. They think it might have something to do with a boulder that's probably been there for, I don't know, 80 years. We had to finally call in J. Fletcher Kramer to help us out. That's our emergency contractor. They came in, and I think they were working until about midnight last night, getting it resolved. We also had 2 more water main breaks in town recently. They had another one today. And as everybody knows also, we've had some major fires in town. There was one over on Parkview Avenue earlier in the week. There was one down in Marcal. Between this water main break and these fires, I just learned before this meeting that we used up about 500,000 gallons of water. Now that's water that the borough does have to pay for, but it never gets to a home anywhere, so there's no residents paying for that water. That comes out of the borough. Just wanted to bring that up. Also, when I left, I was down at like I said, I was down at the water main break yesterday. When I was coming home from work, I stopped there for a while. When I got home, I got a call from a neighbor, somebody that lives on my street, right across the street from me, actually. He had a pipe break in his basement. He called his plumber. The plumber came to the house. He said it was on the other side of the water meter, so he couldn't do anything about it. The water had to be shut off in the street. So the resident called the DPW, and it was after 4 o'clock already, and he got a message from the DPW saying that they worked till 3:30. He didn't know what to do, so he called me. And I got in touch with Scott Cars, the superintendent, and they sent somebody right over to shut his water off in the street, out at the curb. If that ever happens to anybody, you call the police department. That's an emergency. If a water pipe breaks in your basement and you can't get in touch with the DPW, call the police department. There are men that are on call at the DPW, and they'll be sent right out. The police will put them in action, so that isn't something that you got to try to wonder who to call. Call the police immediately. It's an emergency, and they'll take care of that for you. Okay, I have one other thing. I got something here. All right, I've just completed the second year of my 3-year term. Now, I believe that this council as a whole has accomplished a lot over the last 2 years. All of us together. We all work together on projects. And we've accomplished quite a bit. We did get a lot of roadways and intersections paved over the last 2 years. Now, utilizing a lot of grant money. Now, that's a practice that this mayor and council has done for years and years. It's not something new with the grant money, but we did use a lot of grant money the last 2 years getting these things done. We had some trees planted in different neighborhoods. We had some improvements done to a few parks, sidewalks around at least 2 parks. Quite a few things were done. Even improvements to this building. We had some cameras put outside, some lights. There was a water leak downstairs in the detective bureau. We had that taken care of. Like I said, we had quite a few things done. There was one thing that's been bothering me that when I took this office 2 years ago, I'm a planning board person. I've been on the planning board for 23 years. I wanted to get more into working on the overdevelopment of the town, strengthening some ordinances, maybe changing the master plan a little bit. You know, when I took the planning board position in 1986, supposedly the town was 95% developed.
98.
98%. We still have 2 meetings a month. Of course, the trends have changed. What contractors are doing now, they're coming in and buying a larger piece of property with a smaller house on it that they can divide up, and before you know it, you have two families sitting where there used to be one single-family home. This is a problem in town. It's a strain on all our services, like police and schools and everything else. So hopefully, like I had said that I tried to do 2 years ago, this year we'll get something accomplished on that. We'll come to some kind of a resolution that will help out with our overdevelopment in town. And that's it, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Boncino?
Yes, Mayor, thank you. First, I'd like to start with an apology, because on January 1st, I informed the public that there would be an H1N1 clinic on Monday, January 11th. That won't be the case. We had a clinic, the Board of Health and the Board of Education sponsored a clinic on December 19th, and for younger children, I believe age 9 and younger, they require 2 doses of the medication. So there has to be enough time between dose 1 and dose 2, so our health officer had to postpone the clinic till later on in January. I should have conferred with her before I spouted off on the January 11th date, but I have the correct dates here, and there'll be something posted in the shopper. But just to inform everybody, on Tuesday, January 19th, between 10 a.m. and 12 noon, there'll be a clinic for a target group, and that target group includes pregnant women, adults age 18 or older with a chronic illness, healthcare workers, and households with contacts with infants 6 months old and younger. And then there'll be a follow-up clinic on Monday, January 25th, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. That'll be an open clinic. It'll be a target population, children 6 months and older, especially those that are due for the second dose of the vaccination, and all adults over the age of 18 are included here. Both those clinics would be by appointment, and you would need to call the health department at 201-796-1515 between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Again, my apologies for any confusion. And the other point I want to make is, as you know, we've joined the Sustainable Energy meeting. I attended a meeting this morning. The strike price for the gas auction will be provided tomorrow. One thing that was discussed today with the cold weather, they're not anticipating a favorable price for the gas commodity. But in any event, I was down here with our CFO, Mr. Rigatano. We went through what our historical payments have been on the gas commodity, and we have that charted, so we'll be in a position to make an assessment whether we want to opt in or not on this auction. And we'll have approximately a week from Monday to make a decision on that. So I'll be working with Roy closely over the next week on that. We use about 30,000 therms annually, probably a little more, and hopefully if we get a good price, we could save some money there.
Thank you. Good. Mr. Conboy?
Thank you, Mayor.
Council President?
Thank you. First, I'd just like to once again wish everybody a very happy new year. We have a lot of things that we're going to be doing this year. I'm very charged up, as well as the council. It's a new year to move many of the things that we want to do in place that we discussed, things that we've had to put on the back burner for whatever reasons, to bring them out now again and begin to tackle these issues. On New Year's Day, you heard me mention, Senator Gordon was here and he talked about the word challenges. We're going to really beat that word to death this year, so I'm going to try not to use it tonight to save it for another night. But throughout the entire holiday, as the transition of power is happening in Trenton, myself and the CFO have been constantly in contact with each other, following all the news, breaking news that's coming out of Trenton and the Department of Community Affairs on what impact we're going to see this year at the municipal level. Unfortunately, regardless of who would be in the governor's seat on January 20th, either governor, whether it was Corzine or Christie, will be tackled with a huge deficit, we all know, and serious cuts will have to be made. In many areas, just today I read something in the newspaper regarding funds that would be available through the state and through the government regarding having some monies to the schools, over like, I think over $400 million, but they want to tie it into incentives with teacher unions regarding performance of the students, which the unions are saying they're going to pass on. That is going to be one big area I'm sure the governor-elect is going to have a lot of sleepless nights over, because cuts will have to be made across the board, and that is a big area that will certainly hurt us. Our municipal budget, as you've heard me mention before, the mayor, the entire council, as we all know this, 70+% of our overall budget comes from the Board of Ed, and I'm sure the Board of Ed will have its share of tackles this year, or challenges in their area to tackle that as they begin to prepare their budget for the people of Elmwood Park. So we are in constant contact. As soon as the mayor gives us our marching orders and committees, I would like to now advise whoever is going to be on Finance Committee. I'm assuming I'm still Finance Chair. I could be wrong, which could be a blessing, maybe, I don't know. But I would like to get together right away with the Finance Committee, work around your schedules on getting together with our CFO, putting some of our ideas into motion, and getting information out to our department heads right away. Because this will certainly be a big year for us regarding the tax situation. Last year we were very smart. We were careful in what we did here at our municipal level of what we can control as far as employee count and moving people around, being strategically financially smart. But that only goes so far. You can only do that so long until you start having to get to other areas that you try to avoid to get to, but we may be forced in that area. But again, we've made smart decisions. We didn't buy into the pension concept, which now a lot of municipalities, as we all read the emails or newsletter, breaking news that comes out regarding that, some municipalities now are wishing they never even took the previous administration up on their offers of deferring payments, which now are all coming home, which our CFO and we all discussed was an area for us not to approach. So we're on top of that. I want everyone to know that's a constant thing that's first on my agenda, first on my plate. Moving on to recreation real quick. There'll be another senior Valentine's dance coming up on February 4th. Please contact the rec. It's another great evening for our seniors. It's a senior Valentine's dance. This has been growing in popularity. This will be the third, I believe, type senior dance. Second in the Valentine's theme. Our last function, when our rec director, Ms. Pagli, started this, the first function had maybe 50+ people. The last one had over 150 people, and our rec director also utilized the seniors in the high school to get credit. They were escorts for the night to help them to their chairs, help them get in their food, and the seniors really loved that. So please, it's a nice night out. They also, again, booked Mr. Lieberman for the music, which I know our senior community loves, so please support that. Also,
Been forever.
sorry.
You're right.
Also, it's now January. I want to remind everybody, please, all the parents that will catch this on TV or on the internet, it's also time to sign up for the baseball leagues. Both leagues are having registration right now, and girls softball starts, I believe, in another week or so. So please think about signing up your children for the baseball and softball sports. Thank you, Mayor. Sorry, everybody.
Thank you. Mr. Work, before you give your first report as a councilman, I just want to indicate to you that Mr. Boncino very graciously indicated he made a mistake or misspoke. I would suggest that at any time you have to indicate that you misspeak, the thing we usually do is you blame our clerk, Mr. Kazmark, and say he gave me the wrong information. He's not running for anything at this point, so we might as well heap it on him. And if he looks at his documentation, he can see in the small print, that if we deny anything, he accepts the blame.
Could I get a do-over?
You can do a do-over and say it came from Mr. Kazmark and he's the fault. Mr. Work.
No, this is just a quick reminder about the Municipal Excess Liability Joint Insurance Fund Elected Officials Training Seminar. And we have one coming up here next Monday, as a matter of fact, January 11th. It's going to be held at New Milford Municipal Building. And I think we're all going in. Basically, this year's training seminar will focus on controlling liability costs, which is going to be very important considering the state of the economy. So any way we could save money, we could start by going to these seminars. And as also in the past, the municipal excess liability will reduce each member's 2010 liability claims premium by $250 for each municipal elected official who completes the course by May 1st. So it'll be a plus for us by attending the seminars, completing the course, and, start off by saving for the taxpayers. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Mr. Work, I think I indicated to you earlier before the meeting started, and I'm going to blame Mr. Kazmark, although he doesn't even know what I'm blaming him for. You indicated you were going to bring up the fact that we have to go to this meeting with the JIF, and I thought you meant the meeting for new elected council people. This is for everybody. We have to go to this. Yeah, but there also is one for newly elected officials.
Yeah, we go every year.
Yeah, we're all going. Remember we-
Mayor, I won't be there. When I was in Atlantic City at the convention, I took their,
That's good.
I
Okay.
took advantage. I was with Keith and I took advantage of it.
That's right. You went there too,
No, I
Keith?
didn't go. I missed it. I was there late.
Oh, okay.
I was, Keith worked, Sammy and I were down there.
Oh, both Keiths turn around.
About
huh?
1,200 people working right there.
Yeah. Mr. Giblin?
No report, Mayor.
Thank you.
Hey, what time is this Monday? What time do we have to be there?
I thought it was 7:30, but I'm not sure.
7 o'clock.
7
We
o'clock?
have to be there 7 o'clock?
Yes.
Well, we drew straws, Frank, and you're driving us this time.
I'll take my own car.
With all of our Italian wives, they're all coming.
I want the mayor to sit back.
Okay. Are we through Kibitzin? Can I give my report?
I've been abused before.
First of all, we're not anywhere near done with the snow season. It's coming. We're supposed to get a little snow tonight.
No school tomorrow.
May I indicate to anyone watching and a few people who are in the audience, snow blower is the fashion now. Everybody's got a snow blower, and you blow it onto the front of the house. You don't blow it into the street. There's a law against blowing your snow into the street. So please help the DPW out. Blow the snow on the lawn or on the sidewalk, and then when you do the sidewalk, you blow it further in. If you're shoveling, don't throw the snow back in the street. I know it's very tempting to shovel your car out and just throw it in the street instead of walking around and throwing that on the front of your lawn or wherever you can dispose of it. I'm saying this specifically for people in the apartments where it's very limited parking. On some of our areas where we have two-family homes, DPW gets very frustrated, and so do many residents. They go through, they do as good a job as they can under the circumstances, and then by 3-4 hours later, people shovel out and throw it right back in the street again, and then it freezes, and then we have a problem. So please, don't blow the snow in the street, blow it on the front lawn, and then from the sidewalk further on. It was indicated by Mr. Castiglia, we had another water break. That was in Martha Avenue. I don't know how severe that one is, and that's disturbing because we just got done paving Martha Avenue. Maybe
Godwin also today.
one on Godwin also. So I'm not even aware of that, but this is from the cold weather, and we have these breaks. So please be aware of that. Help us out. Also, you'll be getting your new Waste Watchers book shortly. Keep using the old one until this one is sent to it. Everybody in town gets it. Please read it. It's important and has a lot of valuable information. The committee reports, I'm just going to go through the chairman. I'm going to hand this out. Police, we have Mr. Castiglia, Mr. Boncino. Finance would be Mr. Conboy. Department of Public Works will be Mr. Castiglia. Personnel will be Mr. Catamagna. Fire, Mr. Chewinski. And Insurance and Ordinance will be Mr. Work. So you're going to have this, the asterisk indicating the chairperson is wrong when I distribute these, and I'll distribute them in the back. For Mr. Castiglia as Police Commissioner, it's Mr. Boncino. Okay? I don't want to make any categorizations, but Mr. Boncino looks more police-ish. He looks
A little like McMillan.
The mayor of Southbrook, Dorminio.
yeah, police-ish. You look like a laid-back detective.
Dorminio, no?
Thank you very much. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to be heard? No one wishes to be heard. I'd like to have a motion to adjourn. We
Mayor,
do
I
have
need
a...
to read the executive session resolution?
Yes.
For executive session, whereas the Open Public Meetings Act, PL 1975, Chapter 231, permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, and whereas the governing body wishes to discuss police personnel matter, minutes will be kept, and once the matter involving the confidentiality of the above no longer requires that confidentiality, then the minutes can be made public. Now therefore be it resolved that the public be excluded from this meeting. Mayor, we'll need a motion and a second.
Motion, please.
So moved.
Mr. Vecino, Mr. Castiglia, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
So ordered. We need a motion to adjourn? May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Mr. Conboy? Second?
Yes,
Public's not speaking, and everyone wants to just sit here and then...
if I make a movie, you're avoiding
Okay.
the area.
Mr. Caramagna?
Oh, good.
Second. All in favor? Opposed? So
Aye.
ordered.
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending.
Keep on.